Hi guys, Russ here from Wilson Land and Cattle Company. Today we're going to take a look at a prototype fence lifter that I built and share with you the first trying of it, see how it works out. Basically we have a spring gate release that we built here, and then it works off a dog. We have a post, step-in pigtail post. It comes up to a pivot point, and then I have a spring on it, and the spring should pull it down and lift it up, and then the livestock should be able to move all by themselves. So let's go ahead. Now I'm going to put a bell on this to give it sound. There's not a whole lot to this. We have an enclosure, which that's the most expensive part of this whole deal. An electric cabinet lock, a limit control switch, because we only want to use this, you only want to fire this for 0.2 hundredths of a second, or it could damage the locking part of it. We have a timer, and this timer can be set for any time of the day or night, and it has 17 different settings on it, so we can set it for, you know, whatever, and it will keep tripping the same time every day. So you know, if we want to move our cows at 11 o'clock every day, we'll set it at 11 o'clock, and then we'll set it in line. And then we have a battery pack. It's 10 AA's. It's 15 volts. And then I have a step-in post that's divided. You've seen whenever we're first setting it out. Let's go ahead and give it a go here and see what happens. Okay, we have to put a stop on it. You can see the fence is up there, 8 feet anyhow. So that's pretty good. We just lifted that fence up, and the cows can move themselves. And what I'm thinking about doing is setting my water tank maybe right in here. That way they can, once they're moved, they can actually come back and drink at that watering point. That way I don't have to set 2 tanks in for a second move. However, I'm going to try, and that thing worked pretty good. I like that. We're going to have to build some sort of a stop for it to keep it from going past the point. But I'm pretty pleased with that. That actually worked really well. Let's go ahead and give it another try. Not a whole lot of money invested in this. I have like 40 bucks in this. So, I mean, it's not like we have a ton of money invested. It goes like that. Come back and latch it. That latches back in here. I'm gonna have to figure out something to catch that from going past. Let's go ahead and lift it again. Wow, that works great. Man, that works really good. I'm gonna go ahead and slide our spring down on this a little bit. That way it holds it up a little better. Man, that thing, wow, that's nice. Guys, this is going to be a game changer, I think. I'm really happy with this. Wow, is that nice. Hopefully you can see that wire. The cows will just move right in underneath there. Wow, that's going to be great. You guys are interested in this thing, I'm going to be building 6 of them for myself. And I was thinking about just go ahead and building 10 and selling 4 of them. And I'm thinking they're going to be like in the $300 range, somewhere in that neighborhood. I have a little bit of labor putting them together, so you know, give me a yell and let me know what you think. If you're interested, I'll possibly have 4 of them for sale. So set and ready to go again. Now, if you're interested, I'd be willing to do a how-to video on building this. It's relatively easy how to build this thing. There's not, and this here will actually double as a spring gate release. I have a hole in it right here. We can put a strap in there to strap it to a fence post if necessary. So we can actually do a spring gate release, and, you know, just hook your spring gate in here. So that is definitely an option. Okay guys, one last time here and then we're gonna call it quits. We busted our wires, so I'll go over the parts with you again here. Electric cabinet, lock, a limit control switch, so it will shut off whenever this releases. Timer and a battery pack, and of course our enclosure. And then we have just a locking mechanism there to release our spring from up above here. Let me bring that down and lock it. Again. Now I'm going to set this up. I'm going to build one for the sheep, or a couple for the sheep too as well. So it's locked there in place. But I'm going to go ahead and build one for the sheep, or a couple for the sheep. Let Emmy try them out. I need to build a stop for this so it can't keep going. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that yet, but I'm really pleased with that. Then I can set this up. I can actually set this up where it will slide down the pole with this lock here, or this set screw. You can slide it and put it in any position on the pole, so you know, our wires can be down low for the sheep as well. So okay guys, Mr. Scout, he's sleeping in the buggy, huh? You gonna say hello? You gonna say hello to everybody? He's a good boy, huh? You're a good boy, I know. Everybody loves Scout. Okay guys, you tried it first with me, so that thing worked excellent. We pulled a wire and battery pack, but that was to be expected from, you know, not having it secured in there. And it wouldn't pull out of there. Wouldn't have pulled out of there if the enclosure would have been closed. So that's just from playing around, seeing how it was going to work. So okay guys, please subscribe, like, comment, share with a friend, hit that notification bell. If you'd like to donate to the channel, check the description out below. We have a link to donate to the channel. And please check out our Amazon storefront if you would be interested in one of these. Like I said, I may have 4 extras to build. If I can get a list prior to that, you know, maybe I'd be willing to build a dozen or maybe even 20. I don't know. We'll see. But I might be willing to build, you know, a few extras. The price is going to probably be like in a $250 to $300 range. I'm going to say closer to $300 range. We'll have to see how much work entails of putting this thing together. So that's how it's gonna go. I have about, I don't know how long I have in this one, but I really like this. It's easy to set up, and it's going to be easy to tear down and easy to transport. So that's one of the great things with this type of setup here. It's going to be a lot easier to work with than the regular spring gate release. But this here actually will act as a spring gate release as well. One thing I didn't mention in the other video, you know, this isn't just for moving your cows. Let's say you wanted to set a spring gate. You're not going to be on the farm, but you wanted to keep your cows out in the pasture as long as possible. But you're not going to be home, and it's going to get really hot. They need to get back to shade. Set a spring gate release for 1 o'clock in the afternoon or 2 o'clock, whenever you think that they're going to start getting heat stressed. Set an alleyway and let them go back to shade for a couple hours until you get home from work, and then, you know, in the evening you can run them right back out to where they were. So you know, that's another thing that this spring gate release can be used for. Anyhow, hopefully you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you on the next one. Have a great day.